What game is ECOWAS playing? 2 days ago, there was a ray of hope after so many pressure we gave them that they should go diplomatically instead of military intervention in Niger. 2 days ago, they started going for this diplomacy to talk with the junta and to make sure that they did not carry out the military action that we predicted that would bring chaos in so many parts of Africa. But I am surprised to see that ECOWAS has made a U-turn and said that they are going to use Niger Republic as an example. That Mali did there some years ago, that Guinea took their step. Now is the turn of Niger, that if they did not carry out the military strike, that another country could carry out coup as soon as possible. When I listened to this man talking, I said, I know about African leaders that so many of them are corrupt, so many of them are incompetent, but I never knew that we have some African leaders who is being motivated to fight another African country. And we are still saying that diplomacy is the best thing to do, not the military action. But they have said that from tomorrow that they will not tell the Niger citizens the time they are going to strike, that they are going to use them as example. But the question I'm asking is this: who is motivating the ECOWAS? Who is pushing the ECOWAS? What game are they playing? Is it America or France? Because this is not the leaders we know. I know that the military regime that took power in Niger, that is the junta, has ordered the France and the United States military to evacuate their country. I don't know whether these two countries are trying to use this avenue to push ECOWAS to invade Niger. Listen to their spokesperson as he speaks.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the press, I would want first and foremost to express the sincere gratitude of the President of the ECOWAS Commission, His Excellency Omar Ali Toure, who would have very much loved to be here, but as you may be aware, as members of the press, there is a very high-level mediation team that is currently in Niger, trying to find a diplomatic solution to the situation. So he could not be here, and he has been giving all the reports of what we've been doing here, and he congratulates members, the chiefs of defense staff of our member state for the contribution that they have made. Over the last 2.5 days, the chiefs of defense staff and their teams have worked round the clock to come up with a concept of operation for an eventual military intervention in the Republic of Niger to restore constitutional order, to ensure the release of the detained president, Mohamed Bazoum, and then to restore constitutional order in the country. All the elements that would go into any eventual intervention have been worked out here and being refined, including the timing, including the resources needed, and including how and where and when we are going to deploy such a force. Everything is being worked out here. But for ECOWAS, the situation is very clear. Our organization is a rules-based institution. We are guided by our protocols, chief of which declare zero tolerance for power obtained or maintained by unconstitutional means. And we are here to make sure that we adhere to that. And let no one be left in doubt about the determination of the heads of state and government of the ECOWAS about the need to put an end to the military coup contagion, which, if not stopped today, nobody will know when it is going to end. There is a steely determination by our heads of state and government to put an end to it and to make an example of Niger, to make sure that never again are we going to allow the disruption of the region's move towards democratic consolidation in our region. That is the determination. And that determination is also epitomized by the steely resolve of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Ahmed Bola Tinubu, who is also the chair of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State, to make sure, that we never have any more democratic reversals in our region. And those who know about the history of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, he was one of the foremost fighters for the return of democracy to the Federal Republic of Nigeria and to West Africa. And today, under his chairmanship, he would not want all the gains that people have actually made through blood and sweat to be swept under the carpet by adventurous military officers in our region. So we are determined to stop it. But ECOWAS is not going to tell the coup plotters when and where we are going to strike. That is an operational decision that will be taken by the heads of state, who are going to be like the commanders-in-chief of this operation. But first, we are giving diplomacy every chance to succeed. There have been multiple approaches to the military junta in Niger. The whole of yesterday, a very high-level delegation from ECOWAS, led by the former head of state of Nigeria, His Excellency General Abubakar Abdusalam, and made up also of the Sultan of Sokoto and the President of the ECOWAS Commission, have been engaging in endless discussions with all stakeholders in the country with a view to seeking a peaceful solution to the hostage situation and the attempted coup. Those negotiations are ongoing. The Federal Republic of Nigeria has also deployed envoys to the regional neighbors who are not even members of ECOWAS in order to explain the position of ECOWAS and to seek their support for every measure that we are going to take. So as you see, war or intervention, military, is not our, option of choice. It is the last resort. We want diplomacy to work, and we want this message clearly transmitted to the leaders of the junta in Niger, that we are giving them every opportunity to reverse what they have done and to return the country to constitutional order. That failing, all other measures will be on the table, including the military option. And this meeting here, over the past 2.5 days, is a clear demonstration of that steely determination. The results of whatever has been achieved here will be presented very soon to the heads of state and government, who will have the last say as to what we are going to do with regard to the situation in the Republic of Niger, provided that all our overtures, diplomatic overtures, do not yield result. So I want through this media also to appeal, to the military in Niger to give peace a chance, and then to think about their populations, and then to do the right thing by immediately restoring constitutional order in their country. That is our message to them. If they don't, then we will make them hand over to civilian authorities. And that is the determination of ECOWAS. And we want to send that message clearly across to all of them. In conclusion, I would want to, thank our chiefs of defense staff, their delegation for their dedication. In fact, the results have been very impressive about what they have done, about the planning and everything. And ECOWAS is eternally grateful to them for their commitment to the preservation of democracy in our region. I would want also to thank the Federal Republic of Nigeria, in fact, through the Chief of Defense Staff of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, for their warm welcome to the delegations, and then for the facilities that have been put at our disposal to, give us a very seamless environment to achieve the result that we have achieved today. So I want to thank you all again for coming, and congratulations on the results that together you have managed to put forward that we are going to propose to the heads of state and government. Thank you very much.
However, I think the junta are well prepared, and they are at alert. They are prepared because they are not in this fight alone. Their partner, the Mali, is with them, the Guinea is with them, the Burkina Faso is with them, and the Russian military company called the Wagners is also with them. So I don't know the capacity of ECOWAS and what is motivating them, making them to think that they are going to become victorious in this war. For me, I don't see any reason. I think this is not necessary. Let us call a spade a spade. This is not necessary. And to the people of Niger, to the people of Africans, let it be in the record that this military strike or military intervention ECOWAS want to carry out, let it be noted that they are in this alone. They are not in this with Africans. They don't have the support of majority of the people. The people have stated that this should not happen. And despite the Nigerian upper chamber legislature has rejected this move, I know that the ECOWAS legislation is more superior than any country because they signed a treaty to this ECOWAS. So despite the rejection of the military intervention by the Nigerian legislation, I think ECOWAS want to sideline them and go on to carry out this military strike. Let's see what is going to happen. But we don't pray they will do that, and we don't pray they will succeed even though they will do that, because we don't need war. We need peace in Africa. Thank you for having time to listen to this video. I am Okocha Marcel. Do me a favor, subscribe to this channel, share my videos, and above all, come back for daily updates. Thank you.